Now, I don't know if you stayed up like I did, but I was up until about 4 a.m. watching everything go down with SB5 and Wendy Davis and the Texas Senate Democrats, and it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. I loved it. Every minute of it was amazing. Honestly, it was better than television. Like, I mean, it was crazy. And for those of you who didn't follow the story, SB5 is a bill in Texas that would get rid of certain facilities that do provide abortion services, but then, they also provide other medical services, serving families and stuff. And then also the bill would have included more restrictive rules regarding abortion in Texas. And the women of Texas came out. Wendy Davis came out. She planned a 13-hour filibuster to stop this bill. She could not drink water. She could not, go eat something. She couldn't take a break. She couldn't lean on anything. She couldn't go to the bathroom. And she nearly made it. She would have made it had it not been for, the Senate president claiming that she went off topic, that she, violated the rules 3 times. And therefore, her filibuster had to be ended. But this, I think, must have been like 11 hours into the filibuster. She was going strong. I mean, big ups to Wendy Davis. Amazing example that she set. And when she was stopped, her fellow Democrats did not let her down. We had Kirk Watson, we had Leticia Vandepute, and sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. They came out and they stalled more. They brought up great questions. Leticia Vandepute bringing the feminists out, challenging that Senate president. It was amazing. So much drama and so much just dedication and fortitude shown by the Democrats. And when they were being stopped, the crowd did not give up. The crowd was not silenced. They just started cheering. It must have been for about the last 20 minutes. They just cheered and cheered and cheered. And even though this whole law and in the room, the Republicans were trying to silence them, with what they were doing, the crowd refused, and instead they silenced the proceedings. It was amazing. An amazing showing of the power of the people, an amazing showing of people's dedication to women's rights. It was crazy. It was, up until the last minute, it was just amazing. And then even after this happened, the cheering quieted down somewhat after 12, but then there was a lot of confusion. We didn't really know what was happening for a while, really. There were, I was on Twitter, I was on YouTube, I was on Facebook, and then I was on Ustream, thanks to Christopher Dito. I'll put his, Twitter link in the description, for live streaming in the rotunda as people were waiting for definitive confirmation of whether the bill passed or not. There was a lot of speculation as to whether it passed before midnight or not, and they were going back and forth, and no one really knew. People were tweeting as if they knew and commenting as if they knew, but they didn't. And then finally, I think around 3 a.m. Eastern time, so like 2 a.m. Texas time, Wendy Davis tweeted Cecile Richards of Planned Parenthood, the president of Planned Parenthood, saying that the bill was dead. And the crowd erupted. It was amazing. This effort from the people who were there, from the people who were supporting them via social media. People not just in the U.S., not just in Texas, not just in the U.S., but, around the world were watching this and supporting these women, supporting the men who stood with these women, supporting Wendy Davis. It was incredible. This mobilization was incredible. I really felt so uplifted and, empowered by it. Because I think a lot of the times in politics, it can feel as if we're not listened to, or we can vote, but how much of a voice do we really have? It feels like we're not really affecting things. We were heard. We were clearly heard. it was amazing that these people who refused to be silenced made this happen. They really made this happen because, you know, we certainly have to give credit to the Senate Democrats and to Wendy Davis. But the people really, really, really were heard on this one. Really came out strong. Amazing, amazing effort. Loved it.